Hi, welcome back to Outdoor Gear and Skills. It is a beautiful day here in Oregon today, and I just wanted to get back and kind of finish up with the kit. So if you remember a little bit ago, we did a Stealth Angel kit. It was an 8-in-1 kit, and I've actually urbanized this one. So I'm going to show you in just a minute what I added to this for kind of an urban kit. So just as a reminder, this kit right here was essentially the same. This was one that I got online, and I think I got 3 for $20. Now this one did have the emergency blanket that this didn't, but it had the fire starter, it had a compass, it had this flashlight, it had a whistle, one of these small flashlights, this one had a knife, and then this had the little metal kind of urban tool. So these kits were roughly the same. So what I want to do is show you what I took out of it that I didn't think was really necessary given an urban environment. Fire striker and this little flashlight, and I'll show you why this in a second. But we live about 15 miles out of town. Our town's pretty small. There's about 25,000 people that live in Roseburg, and we have enough places that we could go if something happened in Roseburg where I could get to someone's house within a few minutes. So if anything happened and I really got stuck or anything like that, I'd be able to get to somebody's house. So this kit right here is not built to kind of be the urban survival zombie type kit. For that, you're going to need a lot of stuff that won't fit in this. You're going to need a firearm, you're going to need a big knife, you're going to need a lot of things like that. This I put together is more just of some things that I've needed that I haven't had before that I had sitting around. So I wanted to take some stuff that I had just sitting around anyway, kind of cram it into this kit. I got this pretty full. So I'm going to pull a lot of this stuff out here. I'm dropping things already. Kind of go through why I added some of these things. So the things that I kept were compass, flashlight, the whistle, that small tool, and I went through and I added a crap ton of stuff. So one of the first things I added was a razor blade. So I bought 100 of these on Amazon. They've got a cardboard safety protection on each one. I threw one of those in there. Just in case I needed it. I kept the compass because it's always a good idea to be able to tell where you're at. And you might be able to tell on your phone, but if something's going on or your phone breaks, your battery dies, you won't have that ability. I threw in here 3 popsicle sticks. I've used these for all kinds of things. I've used them for finger splints. A prybar. This is just a couple inches long. This one is a straight prybar. I got this from countycom.com, so I've just kept it in there. It's even got a little slot for nails and all that, but it's a nice strong little pry bar, so I put that in there. Also from CountyCom, I got this gun cleaner, and it's got a really nice set of edges here to be able to clean in things, so I threw that in. Got that from CountyCom as well. Now I threw in this little Gerber paraframe knife. I did take off the clip so that it'll sit in here more flatly and more compactly. But that's a good little blade for being able to do some kind of thing. So again, zombie apocalypse, that's kind of a small knife. You don't want to get that close to a zombie. But for just kind of doing my normal things or whatever happened, I need to have another little knife with me. I really like this Gerber mini paraframe. And then I added a couple of these Nite Ize S-biners. This one is one of the metal ones. Usually buy it in a set of about 6. They're about $8 to $10. And then I threw one of these on. It's plastic, but it's got the lockouts, so that makes it more secure. They also make, I haven't purchased them, but they make a combination of the two where it's metal with a lockout. But I throw these on because I clip my keys and different things like that, so I wanted to have a couple of those inside the kit. Blue Sharpie. There's a lot of times I've needed a Sharpie to do something. Also, if you know anything about pressure points or training with a Kubotan, you can use that as well. So it's kind of a multi-purpose. I probably got this at like Harbor Freight, but it's just a magnet, and it bends on the end right here, and it's telescoping. I want to say I paid like $4 or $5 for this, so just a good thing to have. Threw in a little thing of dental floss. I have used dental floss to sew things back together. I've done it in backpacks, bags, things like that. It's really strong. It's really hard to break. It's got really strong tensile strength, and that's a nice little package. It's smaller than what you get in the stores, so that fits right in there. Threw in a couple earplugs. This came in an individual wrapped little cardboard thing, but it's really kind of tight, so I just threw this in like that. I've been wrapping Gorilla Tape and duct tape around popsicle sticks for many, many years. That just makes a really easy way to unwrap it, cut it off, then you don't have the big roll of tape with you. So that's something that I've carried around for a long time. I also got these two from countycom.com. This one's a razor blade. So I've just got that. That's a quick one that I can use. Nice and long, so I really like that. I like the bright green color. It also comes in orange on the handle. Makes it really easy to see. And then this one right here is a little saw, so it's a little bit smaller than what you might have on like my jig saw, and that wraps up. So both of those I got from Countycom. Now this was a flashlight that I swapped out, so I want to show you the comparison in these two. They're roughly the same size. This one that came with both of the kits is white. This is one for I've had a long time, which is red. So this helps for keeping your night vision and that kind of thing, reading maps. So I figured in an urban environment, if I needed to be able to see with something, again, the flashlight on my phone might not be available. I may have run out of batteries. I may have dropped my phone. It may have been taken from me. So that's a good way to get a little bit of light, and it's different than the flashlight that I have in here. I kept the whistle. I added a small pair of scissors. Got these from Countycom as well. I think these were about $6, $7, but my fingers fit in there real nice, and they're nice and sharp. And if I'm cutting, sometimes it's hard to rip Gorilla Tape or something like that. I can cut those with those, but I can cut bandages, other things like that. So that's why I throw that in there. I went to Dollar General. I got a pack of 4 toothbrushes for $1. They're pretty soft, but I did have to chop this off with a machete so it fits in here. But the reason I ended up with this was we were helping our friends clean inside the windowsills, doing a construction clean on their house that they're going to move into here in the next week or two. My wife asked me if I had toothbrushes, and I have like 50 of them. I probably don't, but I do have probably 20 of them that I save and kind of wash out, and I can use them on my bikes to clean them, different things like that. So I threw this in so I've got something with bristles if I need to clean something out. And then I just threw in a big safety pin if we're wrapping a bandage and we need that, anything like that. Sometimes you just need a safety pin. And my old co-worker Holly asked me several months ago, you know, if I happen to have a safety pin. I did, but it was a smaller one. So I've added this just so I have a little bit big of a safety pin there. And then these were from mountain bike tubes. I cut these pretty small, but these will still, you know, fit around rope, paracord, Altoids cans, anything like that. And then they lay flatter than wrapping a rubber band around something multiple times. So I specifically cut these cut these narrow so that I can just fit them in here and throw them on something that I might otherwise use a rubber band for. And then I just put in a small carabiner. Again, it's not a climbing carabiner. You don't want to climb or rappel with this. But if I am hooking keys or gear or something to the outside of a bag or something like that, that's something good to have. And then I added about 4 feet of paracord. So with this, I can just fold it up and throw it in there. I've got a loop on it, so if I need to wrap something. So it just gives me a little bit of paracord in there. In a box this small, I can't get 50, 100 feet with everything else I'm putting in there. But with this, it just kind of gives me stuff that I may need when I'm in town. I may be helping someone at their house. I just may be doing whatever. These are more kind of things for convenience. So with that, I would probably call it an urban convenience survival kit, because a lot of the things in here are not really going to help me in a life and death type situation as far as defending myself or my family, defending my safety. But there are a lot of things that are gadgets put in one place that I would use, and I have used many times, all put in one place, and then it's watertight, that I can just grab at any time. So that's what I've put in my kit now. It's not going to squeeze back up. I'm going to have to restack all that. But let me know in the comments what you think. If there's anything else that you would add or that you would dump in here that you think isn't of any value. And we'll see you on our next video.